special day for all the guests we have here because they get to see the product of their investment. So a round of applause for all the guests, please. I'm not bragging or anything, but I've seen the past grade 12s. There's nothing to be happy about them leaving. We are grateful. Next up, the segment that we're going to be talking about is reflections of grade 12 students. So this is where they take you on a journey on their life during their stay at Lawhill.
My name is Andile Ngcongo and I'm proudly sponsored by Transnet. I'm here to speak about my 3-year journey at Lawhill from my moment I arrived in grade 10 in 2020. One of the hardest challenges I've ever faced since I came in Lawhill, it was adapting to this new environment. So as you can see, Lawhill picks students from all over the country. So you can already imagine that when you come here, it's different cultures, different people with different backgrounds and different opinions. So in Durban, I used to do Zulu as a language. When I came to Western Cape, no Zulu. So I had to pick Xhosa, which is not my home language, which I never knew my entire life. So some people said, oh, Xhosa and Zulu, almost the same thing. They are lying. I knew that everyone at home is looking up to me, and then I have to bounce back. It wasn't a true reflection of who I am. Grade 12 was the toughest but the shortest year of my life. You see, this year in term 1, I was like behind in some work, and I said, yo, November is too far, and I'm still gonna catch up. Boom, it's November. And then we started writing, and then that's when I knew that it was real. It's what's real, the pressure got real. Thank you very much.
Standing forth is Siphosethu Libalele from Botha, a small town called Botha from the Eastern Cape. I am proudly sponsored by Dr. Raj Abedian. Since day 1, when I got the acceptance email, it felt like a dream come true, but it was kind of a weird dream because I never saw myself in the ocean, nor the sea, or in the ship, or I've never saw myself driving a vessel and getting a skipper's license before getting my learner's license. So when I moved in here, I found family, people that I could rely on, people who was always there whenever I felt down. During COVID, they always gave us calls to check up on us, how we were doing. That was so special for me. That showed the real love to me. In grade 11, I got my skipper's license. And that was with all the help of my mentor, Mr. Ian Peck. I call it Mr. Mvundla. One thing I will remember him of whenever I take a boat, and I will remember him saying, "Push it, drive." And that gave me a thing of, I can do it, I can drive, even through the rough seas. I would like to say I appreciate everything that Lawhill have done for me and for molding me to be the Siphosethu that I am today. I would like to say I thank you once more.
He's big, he's musculous, he's a legend, he's a maverick. He is the ultimate definition of excellence. He is the epicenter of all things that are charismatic. Children look up to him. Women want to be with him. Men wish that they were him. He's a tall hunk of dark chocolate. Ladies and gentlemen, you are staring at him. Standing before you all is Alwande Sithole, who's an 18-year-old learner who was born and bred in KZN, specifically in Durban, before I was given the opportunity to study at such a prestigious maritime institute. The first time I stepped foot in the Lawhill Maritime Center was in January 2020. I remember I was, and I still am, mesmerized not only by the infrastructure, but also by the morals and the discipline that is instilled in this place. I like to think of the Lawhill Maritime Center as a vessel, and my fellow compatriots who are sitting in the red chairs over there are like sailors who are coming from different backgrounds. And because we're all coming from different backgrounds and we're all now suddenly put into one vessel, we have to eradicate certain barriers such as languages, such as culture, such as race, in order for the boat or the Lawhill boat to work more efficiently. And I have to say that we've come a long way with these people, and I'm proud with each and every single one of them. And I would also like to give a special thanks while I'm at it to the person who's been steering the helm for a very long time, Mrs. Debbie Owen, the terminator of wrongdoings, the OG, who has always been with us since the very beginning. She's the one, she didn't start it, but she's the one who sort of altered the paradigm of what this place is right now. This is just an analogy. I feel like sometimes I was like a vessel that is in distress, and the general Botha Old Boys Association will kind of like salvage signs. And whenever I sent out a distress message, they were always there to render assistance and get me back up afloat again. And they showed me the true meaning of udumo nomsebenzi, honor and duty. Thank you.